If you're a business owner that is concerned about how a claim might affect your policy, this is the video for you. I'm going to be sharing some of my experience in the ins and outs of the insurance industry and how you might be prepared for how a claim is going to affect your policy. So my name is Enbal. I've been an insurance broker for the last 5 years. Working with business owners is a huge passion of mine, and I am so happy to kind of lay this out for you guys today. I get this question literally all the time. My clients will call me and be like, hey, we had this claim. And the first thing that comes to mind is, oh my God, is this going to increase my insurance policy? Like, you guys are already paying so much money on insurance. I know, but realistically, the answer is yes. Your insurance claims are going to affect your insurance policy, and there's nothing you can do about it, okay? Now, the thing is, that's what insurance is for. So kind of take this with a grain of salt and understand that having your insurance policy increase is going to be significantly better outcome than having to pay these claims out of pocket. Now, it is possible that for a specific claim, you might say, hey, it's better for me to just take this on myself. Let's say something got stolen from your office and it's not a big deal to replace. Maybe that is going to be a better route, but we're talking here about these big catastrophe claims. Someone got injured, there was a big accident, God forbid, someone got hurt. Any of that stuff is going to have an effect on your insurance policy. So the way to look at this is that there are two main components for you to consider. One of them is going to be fault, and the other one is going to be the price and the claim payout. So it's either going to be a fault issue or going to be a money issue, right? So when it comes to fault, this comes into play most likely with an auto policy. So let's say you had a driver that got into an accident, one of your employees, they got into an accident, so you are responsible for them, and if they're at fault, your business is at fault. So that claim is going to be on your record and is going to count against you. Now, it might not be a huge claim and might not increase your policy significantly. That kind of stuff is really going to vary a lot from company to company and from situation to situation. Every insurance company has their own specific guidelines, and then it also depends on who you are as a business. Let's say you had 20 years, amazing history, never had a claim, and then one thing happened, that claim might have less of a significant impact on your insurance policies than, let's say, someone who has had multiple claims back to back to back to back. So, these claims are really just red flags for the insurance company saying, hey, something happened. Let's take a look at this. Let's see what the details of the claim are. And then they're going to consider how that might affect your policy. But generally speaking, if you're at fault, your insurance claim is going to have an impact on your insurance policy, and your rate is going to go up. Now, there are some policies that fault doesn't really go into play. In a workers' comp policy, for example, it is built to not have a fault consideration to it, meaning that if an employee got injured during work hours, there is going to be a payout from the workers' comp policy, okay? And at that point, it's really about how much they pay out. Did this employee just trip and fall and needs a couple of days at home, or did this employee break their leg and they're going to be out for a few months? It really depends, and that is when more of the payout and the dollar amount is going to come into consideration. Claims tend to affect your policy more after they've had already been closed. So let's say if a company is going to consider dropping you because of a specific claim, they might only do that after the claim has been closed and then the full amount has been paid out. Or it's possible that they just have a policy where it's like if you had one claim, you're gonna get dropped. I've seen that a lot. I've seen that with construction companies, for example. I had, this one carrier that I was sending all this business, all these contractors, literally every single contractor that had a claim got dropped right away. So it really depends from carrier to carrier. The point is that you just need to be patient and just wait for the outcome. There's really not a lot that you can do as the business owner. It's really more about being realistic. And if this is a big claim, if this paid out tens of thousands of dollars, you most likely are going to be dropped or are going to see a big price increase. So just preparing for that, I think, is going to be key. But also, don't overthink it. Don't be obsessed about it. The insurance company is going to do their thing, and your job as a business owner is to keep on going and focus on making more money with your business. That's going to be the most significant and impactful thing that you can do, rather than obsessing over an insurance claim and how it might affect your policy. Another thing that I wanted to mention regarding insurance claim is you might get a letter or a notice or some kind of communication saying that a subrogation process is starting or has already ended. Subrogation literally just means that they're getting other insurance policies to pay for your claim, okay? So let's say, auto is going to be a big one for this. Let's say someone got into an accident and then it was determined that you guys and your business was not at fault. Your insurance carrier is going to pay you and then look for other insurance policies or other insurance carriers that were in this accident that might be at fault, and they can get their money back. So if you had a claim that is being subrogated, that means it's not your fault. That means it should be at least noted and recorded on your claim. So that's going to be significant if you're going to be shopping around. Claims like that end up being subrogated are either going to have no effect on your policy at all, or they're going to have a much smaller effect, because that's essentially meaning it wasn't your fault, your insurance carrier didn't really pay out, and if they got their money back from a different insurance policy, then your policy should not be increasing or be affected. Now, they can still drop you, insurance carriers can do what they want, but if you're being subrogated and you got a letter with that headline, definitely take it to your broker. Make sure you discuss how this might be in your benefit and how you might need to approach it. So that's going to be a really, really important thing to remember. So just remember, if a subrogation letter comes in, let your broker know. I'm doing a whole series here about claims and how to really approach them. I think knowing and understanding the claims process can have a big effect on you as a business owner, and just having that sense of it's okay. If you're interested in knowing more about claims process and the ins and outs and how it might affect your policy or not, be sure to subscribe. Let me know if you have any questions. All of my contact is below, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.